Okay, so camera broke there, I don't know. Okay. Did you see you?
I think so.
We don't want to see each other.
Yeah,
anymore.
that's right.
Go down, there. There. Okay, so we just came from Tent City. It's 4:30. You're a little bit tense?
Well, no, but I was surprised on how quickly the situation's deteriorated.
It happens, huh?
It does, yeah. But I imagine that also it's quite an emotional point, too, and when people get emotion, they start to get irrational.
We're starting to talk like Mr. Spock here.
Live long and prosper.
Yeah, there was no, there was a lot of emotion there. There was, just for the record, I showed up there around 3 o'clock. And, see, Tent City is a place where I go around it, or I did an interview with a friend, it was a good one, and talk about the issue, why are they there. We did that about a month ago. So I found out in the Irving media they received their eviction notice and they have to leave. The last day is at midnight tonight. So I say that 5 o'clock tomorrow morning we'll have the bulldozer there, clear everything out, and that'll be the end of that. But I was there taking pictures, doing videos. It's a souvenir. It's a part that you want Fredericton, the city of Fredericton want this to be forgotten.
Yeah, but this is digital records.
Exactly. And they don't want, the city of Fredericton don't want that. But then you got people in there, mental issues, drugs. Like one, it was funny, when you arrived there around 4 o'clock.
Yeah, around that, minus 15 minutes.
And they said, there's a guy with a drone. Oh my God, they went right after you. I said, he's okay, he's with me. So me, like I said, I was in there. I took pictures, I did videos, and nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing. So I said, okay, they comprehend what I'm doing. And next thing you know, I was looking at your drone. My ADHD was really focusing how high it was.
I was at 400 feet.
And there's 2 guys that came and said, hey, who's running the drone? That I didn't want you to be in trouble because you're a smoker. So anyway, so I said, oh, me, you're get that fucking thing out of here. And I looked, and then I didn't say I was just looking up like this, and you were the control.
And he still thought you were the one who was operating it.
They were focusing on me, not you. And then they come with the big stick right in my face. I mean, whatever. But the bottom line here, I was wondering why these 2 guys came after us. Me being there an hour and a half. Then I realized, look, the government workers were gone. They even called me a rat.
Yeah, that's that. I mean, I again, it might be due to destitute or whatever you want to call it, but I mean, you were the one who was instrumental to stop the practice of not having inmates from walking. You've hounded several changes of government, and finally they listened to you, and now inmates from the provincial institutions are returned to their point of arrest. Which that's good.
But these people here, they don't care, or they don't know, and those are the same people that goes in jail that I fought for to be treated with respect. And what did I'm salute by a big stick in my face.
But my take was once it started to get aggressive, I kind of realized they were really no more in control of themselves.
No.
You know, I don't know what the psychology was going on there. I don't know if it's because the esteem was so low that they wanted to have a sense of self-control or what, but it makes it hard when you advocate for these same people
I know.
who turn against you.
Yep. Like, you had the attitude, I mean, it's not the same thing. Let's use Brad Woodside for an example. The event of Brad Woodside.
Yep.
The Goodbye Party. I showed up, good intention, do videos. There was a lot of good. Freddie Mac was good. There was some good videos there. And right before I start, you get this woman. Excuse me, do you have a ticket?
Oh, yes.
Remember that?
I'm going to bake a cake. Bake a cake.
Yeah, bake a cake. I wish you would have told us you were coming.
You played that so well.
I was the cat, and I was just having some fun. Zing, zing. But that there, all the videos, I never used it because that episode. Now, that episode of us being chased out, and I knew when I looked, there was no media around. There was no government workers. And that's why I never seen these people when I was there. They must have came out the tent. I don't even know I don't know who one the guy is. They call him whatever. It's not important. So anyway, never mind that. So they're forced to go out. What's the message here? What's the message? Oh, by the way, did you hear the good news? Somebody's going to run against Idiot Mayor.
Yes, a sociologist at that. Yes.
Yes. I don't have to put DOG, my dog, name as a candidate. There's a candidate running against that idiot. That's good. So there's going to be about 6 or 7 candidates anyway running for mayor.
Well, that I hope that doesn't become the
Never
case.
mind. You don't need your Asperger's.
That's another discussion.
And
right?
never mind your Asperger's, the strategy and all that. Okay. Tent City is over. I say 5 o'clock. It's going to go there with a loader, load everything in, bang, bang. But what Fredericton's trying to hide this. There's no problem with it.
Out of sight, out of mind.
But those people have to go somewhere.
Yeah, and you know there are some bandage solutions that are available, but right now there isn't anything long term. You know, the Housing First initiative. The premise behind that is to give somebody stability so that they can get their, no pun intended, their house in order. It's very difficult to, look after your health and, produce resumes or whatnot, or, seek, some types of, assistance, whether it's in the mental health area or
you could bring a horse to water on it.
What's that?
You could bring a horse to water.
There is some, you can have the best programs in, and if you get, 70% success rate, you've done well. But there'll be, that other percentage that, for whatever reason, will not respond to them. And, I agree. Those ones say you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. But, we shouldn't dwell on what we determine as the failures. We should look at the success stories.
Well, that's what we need, the success stories, if there's any. But they say there's a few that got housing in there, so that's a good thing. And
the system is slow in responding. You get initiatives that start by one government, the next government comes in with their austerity measures, gets rid of the program. And of course, who's the people who never get affected are the ruling class, the elites of the community. They're immune to it. They actually give themselves pay raises when everybody else is suffering economically.
Yeah, look what happened with me with the pension.
Yes.
Well, 60 years old, forced to take my pension and can't keep 1 cent. Everything is going up. And this month, I'm hurting a little bit, but I mean, but you don't see nobody on the street saying, "Oh, they're starving," and there's no food. I could use lose a few. I could lose a few pounds anyway. But bottom line is, like you said, and these bureaucrats, welfare, they'll get no huge pension. But they want to really go against it. But that's another story. But here, it's too bad we got distracted with that episode.
Yeah, because I think between the both of us would have been able to really give a nice descriptive picture of,
I was surprised to see you. I was surprised to see you there anyway. Yeah, we could have had a few of them talk to us with the camera and really, get to the. But once you're met by a big piece of stick in your face and say you're a fucking rat, what do you do?
Well, you've got two choices, right? You either can call the person's bluff, or they do as what we did, calling the other person's bluff, and if shit hits the fan, it's no longer a matter of ego, who wins or who doesn't. You walk away with injuries, either physical or property, and you don't gain anything. The worst outcome's going to come. These people are going to go to jail.
Oh yeah, they go to jail. They go to jail for 2 or 3 years.
But
they all got records. How come I stayed so calm?
You did. I was surprised that you really. You didn't get into the.
I didn't go in the shouting match. I never even looked down. I kept on looking up at your drone, answering the question, and there was a stick right to my face, and I just did it. Okay.
Actually, you keeping that calm prevented an escalation of the problem.
Yeah, but why do I didn't even okay? I didn't just. Am I suicidal or?
No, that's actually that is the right way to conduct oneself.
No, you do that with the cop. We do that with the cops. But no, I didn't get. I wasn't that calm when the 2 cops came and grabbed me from Edmonton.
No,
it wasn't. No, I was calm at first until they say you're under arrest.
I remember I did a post somewheres. It wasn't too long ago. Oh, it was on the Michel Vienneau. About plainclothes officers coming. Then I made reference to your situation when the Edmonton police came.
Yeah.
And your first instinct, you didn't know who they were. You went into fight, flight, survival.
Yeah.
I mean, this stuff goes down, in nanoseconds. They happen quick. You don't have time to be philosophical over it. You see an impending threat. You're not going to sit and judge. I mean, but the situation that we just encountered, well, that was at a slower pace. It wasn't, person didn't have to respond immediately because.
No, they were questioning us, or they told us, "Get the fuck out of here."
But if it would have been the other way, they would have come swing and coming right into our space.
That drone would have been.
No, it had 23 minutes, so they could have stayed up.
Staying up while whatever would have happened. But there's issues. Everybody has issues, and there's issues in there. And the bottom line, everything that happened to me, if it happened to me, what other person this happened to that will never see the light of day in the media?
There are hundreds.
And guess what? And guess what? I'm meeting Roger Brown, the police chief, tomorrow
at 1:30.
Stay tuned.